Good afternoon, Rat Rod Bikes. Thought I'd do a little instructional video here this afternoon. So what we have mounted are 4 logos of the beers that are represented in the glass bottles that I purchased a couple weeks back and have been working on. And these are logos from the early pre-prohibition, so between 98 and 1919, and they represent the 4 brands of beer that are in the bottle collection. So what I plan to do is take this can of straw flower yellow, satin straw flower, I know I'm way too close, and spray it to cause a little bit of a aging look to the logos. And I thought I'd just do a instructional here. So here's our can of straw flower satin paint, which I've used on the grain belt beer, cold beer arrow, and other things over time. This is a 60-pound heavier weight paper, not quite cardstock, that I just had these printed off at FedEx this morning, FedEx Kinko's, and of course the 1988 Park Tool bike stand / paint booth device. So what I usually do with this is I'm way back here, and we got a light breeze, so it'll blow around a little bit. That's good. We don't want it to be too heavy on the paper. And I'm just going to mist it. Just to get a little yellowing effect going. See the cloud, you can see the cloud of excess blowing away there. And we'll add a little bit more. Basically what we're doing is we are reducing the intensity of the ink. All right, and I kind of like how that's looking. You can still read the words, but it's muted down. So take a peek at that while I grab a unratinated version of this, and we can compare. Hold on. Okay, number 1, a good teacher will always have their supplies at the ready. All right, so there's a close-up of the bottom part, and here's your bright white and bright color version. Now, since I'm not back there looking at the monitor, I'm assuming that that's a pretty good comparison of how yellow those are compared to the untouched version. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit more. I have multiple sheets of this, of course. That much I am prepared for. So always make sure you have 3 or 4 copies, because you make mistakes. And I find the older I get, the more mistakes I make. So hence the preparedness factor. So I want to do a little bit more, just to tone it down a bit more. All right, here we come in. So we're still not going to get any closer. We're just going to add a little bit more of this satin straw flower fade. All right, starting to see some real yellowing on the paper itself here. So I think we're getting kind of close. The Schmidt with all the red in it might need a little bit more. And the Glix looks really good. I like that. I love the Orgs. That already had kind of a old look to it. These are, by the way, all the way the logos looked in the pre-Prohibition era. So, a little bit more here. Remember, I have 2 more copies in case I screw up. All right. So, now what you can see is this has become pretty much a maroon. It was a dark maroon before. Now let's do the comparison. I think I'm right where I want to be. We'll do a little close-up here. A little bit of a zoom in so we can... There we go. So we can see the color differences. And here we come with the bright white. Huh? All right. If you could see this in person, you would see how yellow that paper really is. It really looks good. I'm satisfied with that now. Next step will be to cut these out and mount them onto the wood crate. So this is Odd Job signing off for right now. We'll bring you back in. We've got a beautiful day here in the back 40. It's got another inch of rain in the last 24 hours, so it's very wet, but a beautiful breeze coming through, right around 72 degrees, with increasing humidity as the day goes on. There's my friend, the pileated woodpecker, in the background. Have a good one, and remember, rat on.